Top 5 no lag shaders for MCPE 1.18. Starting off with the milk shader. The milk shader is made to be incredibly minimalistic, but we still do get brighter lighting and darker defined shadows. This is a shader that will not cause your device to heat up or anything like that. Here's how the water does look like. The water is definitely changed a little bit, but if we go underwater, here's how things do look like. Everything actually does look pretty transparent, so obviously that will reduce a bit of lag. This is such a good shader because it will basically run on any device. But look at this sunset over here. It looks absolutely amazing. We do have a diamond sunset right over there, and also we get a reflection of the sun on the water over there, so that's actually pretty good for a low-end shader. Next up, we have the Pinecone Shader. The Pinecone Shader is another amazing low-end device shader, but this one really takes all the colors and saturates them a lot more. It kind of gives me that summertime vibes. There's like an orange tint everywhere, but anyways, this shader does come with brighter lighting and definitely darker defined shadows, so if you're going to use this in survival mode, you're probably going to need a lot more torches. But regardless, we still do have amazing looking water over here. If we go underwater, here's how things do look like. We still do get like this summery vibe underwater, but also it does look pretty clear and we can see right through it over here. So this will of course help us out with lag and all that. But here's how the sunset does look like. We have an amazing looking sunset over here, which looks absolutely realistic. And you can see all of the different shades of orange on the sky over here. It looks absolutely amazing. Next up, we have the shadow shaders. The shadow shaders is made to be incredibly minimalistic, but it still gets the job done. For starters, we have brighter lighting and darker defined shadows. You will also notice that if we look carefully, we will get dancing leaves as well. I really love this shader for its simplicity, but also we do have new and enhanced water over here, which makes the shader look way more better. But if we go underwater, here's how things do look like. We do have like this blue tint underwater and all that, and once again, nothing over the top because these shaders are specifically meant for low-end devices, so we're not going to get any type of craziness or anything like that. But if we set this bad boy to sunset over here, here's how things do look like. We have an amazing looking sunset over here with so many different shades of orange over there. The sunset definitely looks way more bigger and better. Next up, we have the Simplistic Shader. As the name suggests, this shader is meant to be as simple as possible while also providing the best shader experience out there. This shader will run on basically any device, and what's cool about it is that we get very subtle but yet distinct looking shadows over here, which is definitely a major highlight of this shader. And I really love how everything does look like. But if we go to the water, you'll notice that the water is basically like the vanilla Minecraft, but that's what makes these shaders low-end devices, and that's what makes these shaders able to run on basically any devices. But if we go underwater, here's how things do look like. They look absolutely insane. I'm pretty sure it's exactly like the vanilla Minecraft, but you know what, it still gets the job done. But if we set it to sunset, we have an amazing and simple looking sunset over here, but we still have nice subtle shadows and of course brighter lighting. Lastly, we have the logical Misty shader. The logical Misty shader is definitely one of the best ones out there. For starters, we get brighter lighting and darker defined shadows. And if you look carefully into every single block, I hope you are able to notice that the blocks kind of look more 3D looking, if that does make any sense, which I absolutely love. And of course, this is a shader, so we will get dancing leaves. One of my favorite things about this shader has to be the water. The water looks absolutely insane and is definitely the best one in this list. In this shader, we actually get a reflection of the sun on the water over there, which is pretty cool. But if we go underwater, we get this really distinct and cool looking lighting effect. It looks absolutely fantastic, and I know you guys will absolutely love it. Here's how the sunset does look like. The sunset looks absolutely amazing. We have that nice, beautiful looking sun and so many different shades of orange and yellow all across that ocean over here, looking fantastic. See you later, French fries.